officially 8 days till Christmas and 14 days to the new year. What does that mean? That means New Year's resolutions. So this YouTube video is going to be dedicated to what I want to do in the new year and how I plan to follow through, I guess. One of the main things I want to do this new year is try to eat more plant-based. I right now feel like I am at a point in my life where I kind of feel like I need meat in order for a meal to be a meal. The reason I feel like I need meat for it to feel like a meal is because I haven't necessarily found ways yet in which I can incorporate different types of vegetables and be creative with different types of vegetables and explore how to, create new meals that are more plant-based and healthy for you. So that is one thing that I do plan on doing. I feel like it'll be a fun way to find new recipes and find ways to be creative with cooking. I already love cooking, so I feel like this will just expand my interests and make me healthier, feel better, help the environment at the same time, and expand my knowledge within the realm of culinary things that make no sense. Okay, so my second thing that I want to incorporate into the new year is being more fearless in the decisions I make and the way I live every day of my life. And I know that sounds super cliche and whatever, but statistics and many studies show that when comparing the types of jobs that men and women apply for, oftentimes men are more likely to apply for jobs that they necessarily don't meet all the criteria for than women are. I'm not necessarily sure the reasons behind why those numbers are the way they are. My theory is sometimes we as women feel like we base our level of confidence off of, the set of standards people place for us. Don't know if that's necessarily true. That's just my theory and my personal reason as to why I would feel like I would fall into that same place of maybe not applying for a job that I don't necessarily meet all the criteria for. So this year, I want to aim for the stars. I want to aim beyond the stars, aim for the moon, aim for as high as the sky will take me. And if I don't necessarily meet all the criteria, it's okay. I'm gonna apply because you never know. It's a crazy thing. This life is really crazy. And I am worthy of taking chances and applying for things that I don't even know if I am necessarily completely qualified for. It's taking into consideration that I am diligent, hardworking, and I learn fast. And even though I don't know everything, because I will never know everything in this world, it is knowing what I do have to offer and what I'm capable of, and not letting a little box or checklist of certain criteria and expectations limit me. So I do want to be fearless in this new coming year and take chances and do things that I necessarily never thought I could do. Okay, so the third thing, it is number 3, yes. The third thing that I do want to incorporate into the new year is waking up earlier. And when I say early, I want to aim for getting into the habit of waking up at 5 a.m. So many studies, again, have shown that when they look into the life of a CEO or very, very successful people, as we would name, particularly CEOs, the thing that they do and have in common is waking up super early, typically at 4 or 5 a.m. Lots of studies have shown that people who wake up around these hours and being awake before everybody else is shows that they are more likely to have higher salaries and overall better health conditions. And so there is something off of Facebook that I want to read. It's this little snippet of an article. It says, push yourself to get up before the rest of the world. Start with 7 a.m., then 6 a.m., then 5:30 a.m., and eventually 5 a.m. Go to the nearest hill with a big coat, your favorite blanket, and a scarf, and watch the sunrise. Push yourself to fall asleep earlier. Start with 11 p.m., then 10 p.m., then 9 p.m. Wake up in the morning, feel re-energized and comfortable. Lie in your garden, feel the sun shine on your skin. Get into the habit of when you wake up early, cooking yourself a beautiful breakfast. Fry tomatoes and mushrooms in real butter and garlic. Fry an egg, slice up a fresh avocado, and squirt way too much lemon on it. Sit and eat and do nothing else. Stretch early in the morning. Start by reaching for the sky as hard as you can. Then try touching your toes, roll your head, stretch your fingers, stretch everything. So yeah, that's just a little snippet of this really long article on just like pushing yourself to do these things and, you know, taking the time to really taking full advantage of the day as a whole. And so I feel like by by pushing myself and challenging myself to wake up early, and it might not be 5 a.m. every day, but starting out with 7 in the morning and then 6 in the morning and eventually hopefully getting into the habit of 5 a.m., I can feel like I have been so much more productive and, you know, take time to wake up before the sun's even out. Like, how beautiful is that? Okay, and this next one kind of goes a little bit along with with this goal of wanting to start waking up at 5 a.m. and it's called morning pages. So what this is lots of people in the morning, as soon as they wake up, take out their journal, their blank, whatever, and they, for about 30 minutes, or however long they choose, they just jot down on this piece of paper whatever comes to mind. They're literally just word vomiting onto a paper. And studies show that that's like a really good way of relieving anxiety and stress and just starting your day on a positive note by like starting it with a clear mind and just feeling re-energized and refreshed and having this sense of clarity to start your day out. So that is one thing that I do want to incorporate into my early mornings. I know that these early mornings can be a little bit unrealistic at times with being in college and being a full-time student, but setting this goal can help me provide more structure into my life and help make my days more productive. All right, so the next thing that I want to do with the new year is one that's really important, and it is prioritizing my mental health. I know this is something that has been a topic that our generation, I feel like society, has become more comfortable with talking about, but I think it's important as a college student and as I transition and kind of like leave my teenage years and like transition into being an adult, scary, it's important to remember that I need to breathe sometimes and I need to take time to reflect on who I am and who I want to be one day. And if I want to do all these big and bold and great things, it's important to take time to just chill out. You know, taking time away from everything and stepping away from all responsibilities, all things that are going on in one's life and just being like, hey, stopping for 30 minutes each day and having just like time to think about nothing. And this can be done in many ways. I mean, meditating, going to church, going for a run, literally just maybe laying down on your floor and listening to music. So yeah, I think it's important for me to prioritize my well-being as far as my mental well-being, and realizing that I can do anything that I want to do, but in order to do that, I have to have a healthy mind, and I have to have a healthy, everything, and part of that is mental health. And so it's important to, prioritize it and not wait until you feel like crap to do something about it. And I feel like that's something that I haven't really paid too much mind to. I haven't set aside an allotted amount of time to give myself the opportunity to say, hey, remember who you are, remember who you want to be, remember that these are the things you need to do to take care of yourself and get to where you want to be and who you want to be and take care of the people you want to take care of. Because I can't help other people if I'm helpless myself. So yeah, that is what I want to do. Okay, and the last and final thing that I find myself wanting to accomplish with the new year is being content where I am. What do I mean by that? So sometimes I think it's easy for me to find myself, thinking way too much about the future, thinking about what I want to accomplish and what I want to be one day, and where I want to be next summer, where I want to be in this year. I don't necessarily plan out my life, but I am sometimes way too focused on, the future and what I want to do, and I forget to be content simply with where I am right now. I can get so wrapped up in, thinking about what I want to be doing or where I want to be, next summer, next fall, where am I going to want to live, or what I want to do, or what internship I want to have, or what job I want to do, or, all these things that I just simply forget to be content with where I am and, be like, hey, yeah, it's great that I want to do all these wonderful things and I have, sorry, I cannot talk and put lipstick on at the same time. It's great that I have all these wonderful ideas and all these wonderful things that I want to do, but I can plan for whatever I want to plan, and I can try to plan for all of these super big, great events, but let's be honest, life happens, and it happens quick. So if I am not content with where I am right now, I don't know that I can be content when things may not go my way or what I had planned. So it's important for me to live in the moment and be okay with where I am. All right, so I have obviously finished getting ready, but I think it's important to kind of take a step and reflect on what we've accomplished this past year and what you want to do new for the new year. I would always tell myself I would never be doing this strange YouTube get ready with me. It's not really, technically that's what it was. But I needed to get ready for the day. I wanted to talk about what I want to do for the new year, and it seemed appropriate, so that's what I'm doing. But on a real note, it's new year, it's a new you. Not really though. It's important to, like I said, be happy with where you are right now, and if you're not, do something that makes you happy. You're only thriving when you feel like you're at your best. So that's kind of what I want to do with this new year. I'm already happy. I just want to push to keep that happiness and help use it to elevate others with me. A woman who is empowering is someone who brings other women and other people up with her. So that's kind of how I'm gonna end this video. I don't know. But anyways, I will catch you on the flip side. Peace out.